just officially arrived, so you know exactly what that means. It is time exactly for another monthly favorites video. So let's go ahead and roll the titles and begin the video. My name is Kirsten. So May has gone by so fast and so quickly, and you know, since it was my birthday month, all I did was basically did everything I wanted for the whole entire month of May. So before I completely begin into this video in particular, if you guys are completely new to this channel and if you haven't done so already, please do consider subscribing to my channel with notifications on. I upload brand new videos every single Friday. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what's been considered my favorites for the month of May. So to begin with some of the movies and TV shows that I had a chance to watch for the whole entire month of May. So there are a total of 2 movies and of course 2 TV shows that I had a chance to watch for the whole entire month of May. So to begin with some of the movies I had a chance to watch first, 2 of these movies in particular I've been wanting to see for a very long time. I didn't know where to find it, you know, to be exact, whether it would be on demand on television somewhere or to just rent it someplace on Netflix or whatnot, but basically I had a hard time trying to find these 2 movies in particular. So to begin with one movie in particular that I've been wanting to see like forever, I mean, we're talking about like the time I was actually in high school when this came out actually. And I finally had a chance to watch it actually, both of them to be exact. So the first movie I want to go ahead and bring up, it is considered a horror film and supposedly it's based on a true story. And it is called Broken. And in this movie in particular, it is about a woman that was kidnapped and, you know, forced to do slave labor in the woods someplace. This guy is keeping her somewhere and she's wanting her daughter back and everything else like that. And to be honest with you guys, after all that time I've been waiting to finally wanting to be able to watch this movie, story-wise it was kind of disappointing, I'm not gonna lie, but graphic-wise it was, you know, considered somewhat satisfying simply because I'm considered a horror fanatic myself. I'm not going to explain too much into this movie in particular. However, if you guys would like me to cover that movie in a separate video, maybe a complete movie review about this, if you guys are interested in checking that out, please do leave it in the comments section down below and maybe I'll make that happen, you never know. Or I might go ahead and do it sometime in the future. But we will see what the future holds. And the second movie that I've been wanting to see for a very long time, for about a couple years, not nearly as extreme as the other one I've been wanting to watch, but basically this movie in particular is known as Voice from the Stone. So apparently it was based off of some kind of book, and to be completely honest with you guys, watching the full movie itself, as much as it had really bad reviews and whatnot, I would say it's a pretty much okay movie. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the best movie I've ever seen in my life, but it was definitely somewhat decent, and but at the same time, it's not the most terrible either. This movie in particular had Emilia Clarke playing in this movie in particular, and so that of course got me interested in wanting to watch this movie in particular for that reason alone. Not the best, but not the greatest either. But anyway, speaking of Emilia Clarke, as you guys know from my last monthly favorites video, I mentioned that I started watching the 8th and final season of Game of Thrones. Obviously, I'm not going to be spoiling anything. I've already done that in a previous video already. But if you guys are definitely interested in checking that out, I will go ahead and post it up in the cards for you guys to go ahead and check out if you are completely interested, because last week, since that full season ended, I was really pissed about the way things ended and went down, and so I made a separate video about that, of course. But briefly talking about this though, is that the first half was pretty decent, but then the last half of the TV show was just... I felt like it went completely downhill after the 3rd episode of Game of Thrones, and it just didn't make much sense, and there was a lot of characters that were completely out of their character. It was very disappointing for so many different reasons, which is why I'm kind of mad about it. I'm sad that it had to end, but at the same time, I'm all like, good riddance. I mean, for that last season, of course. I mean, regardless of the last season, how it went down, I fell in love with this TV show to begin with. And it's such a shame that, you know, a really good TV show just suddenly just dropped and had a very terrible ending, which is really sad to say out loud. The fact that the actors went out of their way to say was terrible obviously says a lot. And I was just really furious. But after that, my grandmother and we started binge watching Game of Thrones again, since I have almost every single season except for the final season, which of course I'm not a huge fan of the final season, but anyway. So since the final season of Game of Thrones ended, my grandmother and we were binge watching Game of Thrones all over again from episodes 1 all the way through 4, and we finished the 4th season by the time brand new month hit, which is this month actually. So currently, as of right now, my grandmother and we started on season 5. Last but most definitely not least, I had a chance to watch the 3rd season of Ash vs. Evil Dead. I'm really sad that the show itself got canceled, especially after season 3, because I felt like it could have been one of those great TV shows that would have lasted. I felt like it could have lasted so much longer, but unfortunately it stopped at its 3rd and final season. It was a really funny TV show while it lasted, and I'm sad that it completely ended. But overall, I enjoyed it while the season completely lasted. But anyway, so that has been it for all the movies and TV shows that I had a chance to watch for the month of May. So moving on to the video games in particular, for the month of May, of course, I played quite a few amount of video games this month, and because I just felt like playing games for the hell of it. There's a total of 4 video games that I had a chance to play, and the first game I want to go ahead and cover is, of course, Mortal Kombat XL. Now, I know I'm completely late to this whole Mortal Kombat situation or whatnot, but I just felt like playing off this game for a few reasons. I remember playing the original Mortal Kombat years ago with a babysitter's kid, which that's been years ago. I do remember playing that with him at one point, but anyway. So this kind of brought back memories of when I did actually played multiplayer with someone way back in the day, but it did had its fair share of brutal moments, that is definitely for sure. I was mostly in it for like the gore fest and the shock value, which is why I ended up getting this to begin with. And I gotta say, it's pretty satisfying to play, I'm not gonna lie. So, very good game. And I haven't played any of these Street Fighter related games in a very long time. Other than Mortal Kombat, the closest thing I've played to a somewhat Street Fighter game was The Bouncer. And that's a completely underrated game that not very many people know about, but it was still fun to play anyway. So, yeah, very interesting game. The next game I thought I would cover that I thought was really interesting, and this game actually came out, I believe, a few months ago or so, and that game is, of course, Resident Evil 2. Now, the moment I heard that Resident Evil 2 was gonna be in the making, as soon as Resident Evil Revelations 2 was released, they said they were gonna work on this project next. And it trips me out so much that this game finally got released all of a sudden, and I played this and I beat all the way through it, and I thought this was just a really fun game to play. I knew that there was going to be a remake to Resident Evil 2 for some weird reason coming out. I never played the original, but I have played the remake to the original Resident Evil. It was really fun, and I decided to give this one a try, and this was pretty fun as well. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I've played through both Claire and Leon's story, and both of them are really good. This has been my favorite video game for this month, and of course, thinking about it now, I wish I would have purchased and played this game more than I actually did of actually, you know, purchasing and playing Kingdom Hearts 3, because I never knew that was going to be a terrible game, and normally Kingdom Hearts is a very awesome game, but this one I think outbeats Kingdom Hearts 3 in my book. Really awesome game. So of course, speaking of Resident Evil 2 earlier, obviously I think sometime last year I mentioned that I've played and beaten Resident Evil 6, and I went ahead and I moved on to Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. This game itself had its themes that was very similar to that of Outlast, at least that's how I'm viewing it. I felt like the gameplay itself was really similar to Outlast, probably because of like the whole little horror first perspective type of video games, but this was so fun to play and I was easily impressed. I felt like this was completely out of Resident Evil's character of this game in particular, but overall I was really satisfied with playing this game, and it's really awesome. Both Resident Evil games I was just absolutely impressed with. I would recommend you guys play this game out, and of course this one, because why not? And of course, last but most definitely not least, I've covered this plenty of times before in a few other monthly favorites videos in particular, but I went ahead and I played Haunting Ground. And not much I can say about this, but it was really fun. Really fun game. Those have been my favorite games for the whole entire month of May. So to begin with some of the foods that I actually had a chance to try out and actually loved, there was definitely a few that I definitely tried for the whole entire month. So I tried out the I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, and surprisingly they did made it vegan, so I was really pumped to hear that, and I figured I'd try it out for myself, and it was really good. Best butter I've had other than Miyoko's and Earth Balance, that's for sure. Really good butter. And I tried out the Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia, and it's non-dairy, of course, which was really good. If I do say so myself, it was pretty good. I tried out the Just Egg, which was really amazing. I'm really happy I had a chance to try it out. I also had a chance to try out Sophie's Kitchen breaded vegan fish fillets, and it tasted exactly like fish and it was really good. I tried out another DV's brands. Last time I covered that I tried out the chocolate sandwiches and I tried out the chocolate chip ones. They were really good. So since in May this was my birthday month, for my birthday I actually made my own vanilla cake with some strawberry filling in it, and everybody really liked it and it was really good. I tried out the Synergy's Watermelon Wonder and it was really satisfying to drink, and I actually really did love it. And of course, final thing I had a chance to try out, but most definitely not least, it is a place called Cinnaholic, and I tried out their cinnamon rolls and their cookies, and everything in there was vegan and I was really impressed with everything. So that has been my favorite type of foods for the whole entire month of May. So for the music I had a chance to listen to for the month of May, I listened to Rob Zombie's Dracula remix, and it was a really catchy song to listen to, real fun song to dance to, and I really like it. I also listened to You Make Me Wanna Die by The Pretty Reckless, and it's a very catchy song and I really liked it. I also had a chance to listen to a brand new band I've never listened to before, and the song is called A Grave Mistake, and it is sung by Ice Nine Kills, and it was a pretty good song and I really enjoyed it. I had a chance to re-listen to Kissing Condense Rampage, and it was a very catchy song and I really liked it. And of course, final artists I had a chance to listen to, but most definitely not least, it is called Trading Yesterday, and I listened to 2 of their songs by them. One of them is called One Day and A Love Song Requiem. I listened to them in the past and I had a chance to re-listen to them again, and they are really amazing. I really like them. So that has been my favorite songs for the whole entire month of May. So guys, that is pretty much everything. I thought I would go ahead and share what has been my favorites for the whole entire month of May. My battery is about ready to die, so I'm gonna see if I can wrap this up as quick as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed this video altogether, so if you did, be sure to sucker punch that like button down below. Comment down below as well, let me know what has been your favorites for the whole entire month of May, and of course, if you guys are completely new to this channel, and if you haven't done so already, please do dedicate the time and effort to subscribe to my lovely channel, join my little army of darkness, and if you hit that notification button, you will be updated with brand new videos every single Friday. And of course, if you guys are interested in following me outside of YouTube, all of my social medias will be listed in the description box right down below if you are indeed interested in checking them out yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a completely chill week and awesome day or night, and I will talk to you all soon in the next video. So until then, stay completely dark and so fucking brutal and awesome, my friends. Take care. Bye for now.